Hello and welcome to day 3 of the Feel Good Pilates New Year Challenge. You don't need any equipment for today's class, and I have a Spotify playlist link down in the description that you can listen to alongside the workout. And with that, let's go ahead and jump into things. We'll start today by standing. Bring your feet about hips distance apart. I want you to press down into your heels, press down into the big toe, spread some weight into the outside edges of the feet. Take a soft bend into your knees, and then it's a big roll of the shoulders as you open up through the chest. Let the shoulder blades just slide down and back as you reach the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. From here, we'll take our 4 deep breaths. Big inhale as you breathe in through the nose, fill the body up with air. Think about expanding through the rib cage from side to side and front to back. And then we can exhale out, let all of that air go. Good. For 3 more, big inhale. And then exhale out, let it go. Good, we'll go for 2, big inhale. And then exhale out, let it go. Last one, big inhale. And then exhale out, let it go. Good. With that last exhale, take a moment to yourself, set an intention for today's class. Think about how you want to feel once this class is over. Give yourself a second, just kind of sit with that. And then when you're ready, we'll walk the feet out wider than the hips. You can turn the toes out, bring the heels in just a little bit. All we'll do is take a big inhale as you bend in the knees, circle the arms up and around overhead. Exhale as you hinge at the hips, coming all the way down into a forward fold. From right here, you'll inhale, lift up about halfway in the upper body, finding a flat back. Exhale, you take it back down into your forward fold. Pause there. Inhale, bend into your knees, find a nice deep squat. Exhale, press into your heels, hips go back up, 2 straight legs. And then inhale, you slowly roll all the way back up to stand. For just 3 more like that, inhale as you bend the knees, circle the arms. Exhale as you hinge at the hips, come down into your forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway in the upper body, flat back. Exhale, take it back down to forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, nice deep squat. Exhale, press into the heels, hips go back up. And then inhale, we slowly roll back up to stand. For 2 more, inhale, bend the knees, circle the arms. Exhale, hinge at the hips, come down to your forward fold. Inhale as you lift up halfway. Exhale as you bring it back down to forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, press the hips back up. And then slowly roll back up to stand. For just 1 more like that, we'll inhale to bend at the knees, circle the arms. Exhale as you hinge at the hips, come down to your forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway, flat back. Exhale, take it back down, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, press the hips back up, forward fold. And then inhale, roll all the way back up to stand. I'm pretty sure that was our last one. If it wasn't, sorry, we're getting cut 1 short. Shoulders back on top of the hips. You can turn the toes forward. When you're ready, inhale as you send the hips down and back over towards the left. Exhale, press into the heel, come back up through center. Inhale, send the hips down and back towards the right. If you haven't been with me before, I'm mirroring you, FYI. If that throws you off, you just do what works for you. Do what works for you. Let's go for 2 more each side. Over to the left. And then to the right. Good. 1 more to the left. And then 1 more to the right. Beautiful. From there, let's bring the feet in a little bit closer. Let's go about hips distance. From here, we take an inhale. You sit down and back into a squat. Exhale, press down into the heels, stand all the way up, and then transfer your weight forward into the balls of your feet. Lift up onto the toes. Inhale, lower. Exhale, you're going to lift. Raise the heels, lower the heels, and then take it back down. We're going to get a little bit of heat building with today's class. Not that we haven't gotten heat building in the last 2 classes, but a little bit more. Kicking off with some standing work. Good, let's go 4 more like this. 4. For 3. 2. Last one. You're gonna lift up onto the toes, hold it right here, hold and breathe. Hold and breathe. Good, hold and breathe, you got it. Whoop. From here, we're gonna take the left heel down, bend the right knee, switch it through center, right heel down, left knee bends. Switch and switch, switch and switch. The pace is up to you. I would love for you to keep it controlled. I would love for you to move with some serious precision, move with intention. Good, we'll hang out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Everything comes in. Bring your feet closer together. Now from here, we'll inhale, send the hips down and back. You'll find a squat, squeezing in through the inner thighs. Exhale as you stand up. Left foot's gonna step out. You'll find a nice wide squat. Stand up and then pull the left foot in to meet the right. We lower down through center and then you're gonna step out to the right. Take it down, stand it up. Lower, step out, and pull it through center. Pace is gonna be up to you right here. I kind of like to find almost like a rhythmic pace with it. That's just what works for me. But if you need to kind of break it down into those two separate exercises, thinking close squat, stand, step, wide squat, step, stand, you can do all of those things. However, it's gonna click for you in your brain, whatever pace you need to move to make this happen. That is what I want you to do. That is always the key with not only this class, but every class that we do throughout the challenge. Good. This isn't a challenge where the classes are necessarily challenging, although they are. I mean, they're gonna be challenging for sure, but it's not like, you know, it's not just like a series of 25 days where we're doing like extremely hard classes just for the sake of a challenge, right? We're doing classes in this challenge so that we can work on building up a habit, right? That's why the classes, while they may be challenging, they are not going to overly exhaust you, right? You're going to be able to move through these classes with ease, with enjoyment, I hope. Good, and I'll distract you by talking to you every single step of the way. Let's go for 4, 3, good, for 2, last one, good. Everything comes through center. Find that nice narrow squat, sending the hips down and back, tucking the tailbone under, finding a flat back. Squeeze in through the inner thighs. See if you can send the hips back just 1 inch further. From right here, little tiny pulses, little lift, little lower, little lift, and lower. And why do I feel like my microphone is off? I'm sure it's not, but let's check. Little lift. Yep, we're good. Little lower. Good, we're going for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Take your left foot, you're gonna step it out. Find that nice wide squat. Again, tucking the tailbone, sending the hips down and back. 10 tiny pulses, pressing into the heels. You lift up 1 inch, you lower down 1 inch. For 9, for 8, good, for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. You're gonna come back in through center. Squeeze those legs nice and tight together. 10 more tiny pulses. Little lift, little lower, little lift, little lower. Good. For 7, it's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Press into the heels, step your right foot out, send the hips down and back, tuck the tailbone, 10 tiny pulses, little lift, and lower. Good, for 9. You got it. 8, Good news is tomorrow's live class is arms and abs. So if you're doing the full 25-day challenge with me, we got arms and abs tomorrow. You're either taking that class with me live on Zoom or you're doing the recording whenever it works for you. Okay, let's go. 4, 3, 2, last one. So our legs will get a little bit of a break. Pull the feet together and then make your way towards the back edge of your mat, wherever you want that to be. Your feet will go about hips distance apart. You'll take a second to catch your breath. And then big inhale, bend into the knees, circle the arms up and around overhead. Exhale as you dive down towards the mat as if you're diving into a pool. Hands will come down to your mat. You're gonna walk yourself all the way out to plank. Shoulders on top of the wrists. If you'd like to drop your knees down and untuck the toes, do that. We're tucking the tailbone under. Thinking about pressing up and away from the mat, spreading the shoulder blades wide towards the ceiling. Now from right here, we're doing 4 crossbody mountain climbers each side. I'm gonna start on the left. You can start on whichever side you want to. Left knee goes across towards the right elbow. Step it back, that's 4 and 4. We'll go 3 and 3, 2 and 2. Last one. And 1. Both feet go back. You start to walk the hands in towards the feet, anchoring the heels down. Slowly, you'll take a roll all the way back up to stand. Shoulders on top of the hips, crown of the head lifts up for 3 more like that. Big inhale, you bend the knees, you circle the arms. Exhale as you dive down towards the mat. You take it nice and slow. Hands come down, walk yourself out to plank. Shoulders over the wrist, 4 mountain climbers. 4. For 3, for 2, last one. Both feet back, walk the hands in, press the hips up, hands all the way to the feet. You'll slowly roll back up to stand. Now you can take that same thing from down on the knees. Just bring the same knee to same side elbow. Inhale, bend the knees, circle the arms. Exhale as you dive down towards the mat, nice and slow. Hands walk out to plank, 4 mountain climbers. 4, 3, 2, last one. Both feet back, hands walk in, press the hips up, anchor the heels down, slowly roll back up to stand. So 1 more just like that. Big inhale, bend the knees, circle the arms. Exhale as you dive down towards the mat. You take it nice and slow. Hands go down. We walk out to plank. 4 mountain climbers. 4, 3, 2, last one. And then both feet go back, hands start to walk in towards the feet. You anchor the heels down, slowly take everything back up to stand. Shoulders on top of the hips, crown of the head lifts up, and then once you come all the way back up to stand, good news is we get to stay right there. I'm gonna come back towards the center of my mat and then just turn one way so you guys can get a side view. From here, we're keeping, gotta catch my breath. We're keeping the left foot down. Right foot's gonna step back just a little bit back behind you. We're going to bend into our left knee and then just reach your right foot back a little bit further, okay? From here, all we're going to do is take the hands to the hips. You'll take your right leg, give me an exhale as you pull that right knee in. You're gonna hover the right foot off of the mat. And then exhale, you're gonna push the right foot back out. Option to tap the toes down to the mat. Exhale, you lift the foot, you pull the knee in, and then you reach it right back out. Good. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, take it out. And you'll keep moving like that. If you feel like you need a little bit less, good news is you just get to lift up a little bit higher in the left leg, okay? You can also scrape your toes or drag your toes across the mat. As long as you feel like you are in control, you feel like you're able to stay balanced and supported, take this however you need to. You also have the option to reach for a wall or a chair, bench, countertop, anything that's around you that you feel like is going to help you with this, feel free to reach for that. Okay. If you're ready to do a little bit more, why not? Let's do it. As you reach the right leg back, you're going to reach the arms up. Let me just scoot over a little bit. Reach the arms up. You'll exhale, pull the right knee in, pull the elbows down. Inhale, everything will go back out. Exhale, everything comes in. Inhale, everything goes out. Good. All right, if that's not for you, ditch any part of that movement that isn't quite working. We'll just hit 4. Oh gosh. We'll just hit 4 more. It's 4. Oh my gosh. Okay. Here we go. It's going to be 3. For 2. Last one. Right leg goes back, hands can come back to your hips. You're gonna stand all the way up out of that left leg. Putting a slight bend into your knee and then bringing your right foot so it comes towards the back of your left leg. Your knee is going to angle out, okay? I'm gonna stay this way to demonstrate the first couple of reps. All we'll do right here is take an exhale. You're gonna move from your hip, lifting the right leg up and back. Inhale, take it down. And I'm gonna flip this way so you can see this view as well. Okay, we lift up, whoop, don't fall though. We lift up and lower down. Lift up, lower down. Think about literally using your hip to lift you up. Same kind of idea as when we're down on the mat doing sideline work. Same muscles that we're using. We lift up, lower down. We won't do a whole lot. Let's maybe go for 4, 4, 3, again, you can reach for a wall or whatever you feel like is gonna support you for 2. Last one. Good, everything comes in. Right foot goes down, bring it in line with the left, and then take the feet about hips distance apart. 10 squats to flush things out, and then we'll take it over to the other side. We lower and lift for 9. For 8, are you sweaty? Because I am. Let's go for 7. Good. 6. For 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Awesome. Stand all the way up, take a second and breathe. If you need a drink of water, now would be a really excellent time to do that. All right. Right foot stays forward, left foot is going to step back. You put a little bend into the into the right knee. You know, whatever leg you didn't do. A little bend into the right knee, send the hips back just a little bit. Left foot steps back slightly further. I'm gonna go hands at the hips to start and then just kind of move on from there. When you're ready, the left foot lifts off of the mat. You'll exhale, pull the knee in towards you. Inhale as you reach right back out. Exhale as you pull things in. Inhale as you take it back out. Good, we'll pull it in. And then reach it out. Now, same thing as the first side. If you'd rather tap your toes down and pull it in, this works great. It's the same exact thing, still working on our balance, still working on, getting work into the right leg. Just gonna give you a little bit more support or make you feel like you have a little bit more support. If you need to reach for something, you reach for something. And if you're ready to do more, why not? Let's try it. Reach the arms out as you reach the left leg back. And then exhale, pull the knee in, pull the elbows down. Inhale, everything goes out. Exhale, everything comes in. Good, let's hit 4. For 3. For 2. And then last one. Good, with your last one, everything's gonna come up. Take a second, breathe. More than likely, it's a little bit tender through the right side, so just give it a second. Same thing you do down on the mat, just give your hip a little bit of a tap, okay? Let it know it's okay, we're gonna make it through. Right foot goes down, left foot is going to come behind the right foot. You're opening up at the knee, opening up at the hip. Little bend into your right knee just so that you can feel really stable and strong right there. And then moving from the left hip, you exhale, lift that left leg up. Inhale, take it back down. And again, I'll show you from this side as well. We exhale, lift up. Inhale, take it, it's always the first rep, I cannot. I just can't balance. Lift up and then lower down. lift up, and then lower down. We're not doing a whole lot. Okay, it's gonna feel like a lot, but let's go for 4, for 3, for 2, and then last one. Good, everything comes down, your feet come in line with each other about hips distance, 10 squats, and then we're going towards the back of the mat. It's an inhale, lower, exhale, lift. For 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Go ahead and stand all the way up and then make your way towards the back edge of your mat, wherever you want that to be. Feet hips distance apart. It's a big inhale. You bend in the knees, circle the arms up and around. Exhale as you tuck chin to chest. Start to dive down towards your mat. Hands come down. You're going to walk it all the way out to plank. Okay. If you want to drop to your knees, you do that right away. If you want to drop down and take a child's pose, I'm cool with that. All right. From here, you're holding in this plank for 10, for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop down to the knees, untuck your toes, press your hips back to your heels, and find a child's pose. Maybe open up through your knees a little bit wider, let the chest fall down towards the mat, or press down towards the mat. Fall down doesn't really make sense. Anyway, inhale. Exhale, let it go, and then when you're ready, you're gonna pull things forward, finding a modified plank. Knees are together. You can squeeze the inner thighs together, let the tops of the feet press down to the mat. You'll use an inhale as you bend at the elbows, lower your chest all the way down towards the mat, okay? From here, elbows pull in pretty tight. You're gonna give me an inhale, little lift of the chest, lift of the head. Exhale, you take it back down. Okay, squeeze the inner thighs together, press into the hands, squeeze through the backs of the shoulders. You press all the way up, and then your hips go back to your heels. You take that child's pose. 5 more like that. You'll inhale, pull forward, lower down, bend the elbows. Okay, once you get all the way down, it's a lift up, a lower down, and then a press all the way up off of the mat. Hips go to the heels. For 4 more. You guys, I'm laughing really hard right now because as I'm filming, Tyler's on the couch like 10 feet away from me taking a nap. Oh my gosh. For 3. For 2. And then last one. Now, once your hips go all the way back to your heels, you're just gonna hang out right there, letting your chest press down towards the mat, opening up through the knees a little bit wider. Whew. Take a deep breath. Breathe into the space in your lower back. Open it up. And then exhale, let it go. Awesome. Okay. When you're ready, from right here, we're pulling things forward. This time you'll find a tabletop position. If this is getting a little bit too wristy for you, I want you to hang in your child's pose a little bit longer, okay? If it's feeling too wristy, just nix this part, all right? Or try a couple and then child's pose. That's always my rule with like weight-bearing stuff on the wrist. It's good for us to do to build up the strength there, and that's really the only way we can do it. But sometimes it can be a little bit too much. So you find your limit. Once you've found it, take a child's pose. Once you find your tabletop position, you're pressing up and away from your mat, tucking your toes under, okay? And then you're using a big exhale as you pull from the lower abs. Think about drawing the belly button up and in. You're going to hover your knees off of the mat. Inhale there, exhale, let it go. And then inhale with control, you take your knees back down. For 5 more like that. It's an exhale, we draw up and in, hover the knees, and then lower the knees. Good. For 4, exhale, draw up and in, hover the knees, lower the knees, and release. Good. For 3. For 2. I can hear his like sleeping breath. This is hilarious. Exhale, draw up and in. Hover the knees, pause right here. Give me an inhale. And then another big exhale. Press the legs to straight, press your hips up and back, and then start to walk your hands in towards your feet. If you were down in your child's pose, find your way into this forward fold. We're gonna hang here for a second. Okay, let the upper body hang forward, put a little bend into your knees. And then when you feel ready, you're just gonna roll all the way up to stand, rolling up through the spine inch by inch, piece by piece. Shoulders are restacking on top of the hips. The crown of your head lifts up. From here, we'll make our way more towards the center of the mat, and we're just gonna release the hamstrings. Take your right foot, step the right foot forward, your heel is down, your toes are up. If you've been with me a while, you've done these stretches before. They're good ones to keep in your back pocket. Inhale like I'm pulling your hips back. You'll send the hips back, bend into the left knee, and then reach your hands down towards your right foot. From there, it's an exhale. You stand all the way up, pull the hands in, swap out the feet. Left foot forward, right foot back. Pull the hips back, bend into the right knee, scoop the arms down and around. And then bring it up for 2 more each side. Right foot forward, we hinge the hips back, scoop and reach. That's what I call it. It's like a hamstring scoop and reach. Last one on the right. Last one on the left. Good. Now from there, you can just pull things kind of around, or wherever you were standing is fine. Bring the feet about hips distance apart. Put a soft bend into your knees. We're just going to take some wrist stretches. From here to start off, reach the arms up overhead. Take your left hand, grab a hold of your right wrist. Hope that doesn't get cut out of the frame, but it might though. Inhale, reach everything up, find length through the spine, find length through the arms, and then exhale, it's gonna be a little side bend, a little pull onto that right side. Good, when you're ready, you're gonna come back up through center, lower the arms down so they come just in line with your shoulders, like you're trying to tell me to stop. Press the right hand forward, grab a hold of the fingertips with your left hand, gently pull back. Put a little bend into your right elbow. Good. Now when you're ready, you're gonna flip your palm towards you. The crease of the wrist goes up, back of the knuckles towards me, and then pull back gently. Good. Same thing on the other side. You're gonna inhale, reach the arms up and around. Right hand grabs onto the left wrist. We inhale, reach up. Exhale, little side bend over. And it's a really gentle pull on that left side. Don't try and pull your arm out of the socket because ouch. When you're ready, everything comes up. We lower the arms down. Tell me to stop with your left hand. Grab onto the fingertips with your right hand, little bend into the left elbow, gently pull back. Good. When you're ready, we flip it around. The crease of the wrist points up, palm plate faces you. Gently pull back on the fingertips. When you're ready, we'll come out of it, walk the feet out a little bit wider. Big inhale, we bend the knees, circle the arms. Exhale, as you hinge at the hips, we'll come down to our forward fold. Little bend at the knees, shift the hips from side to side, put a little bend into one knee and then the other. Okay, come back to that intention that you set for today's class. How are you feeling now? Is it on target with how you wanted to feel? If the answer is no, that's okay. Maybe you feel different. That's fine. We can't always predict where we're going to go at the start of class. When you're ready, take your time. You'll slowly roll all the way back up to stand, restacking the shoulders on top of the hips, lifting the crown of the head up. And then once you get up to stand, you get to stay there. Take any other stretches you feel like you need, but you're all finished with me for today. Hopefully you enjoyed this workout. If you did, as always, please let me know down in the comments. If you want to join in for the rest of the challenge, I'll leave the link to sign up for the next 22 days down in the description. It'll be a lot of fun, I promise. Remember, you're awesome. You can do anything you put your mind to, and I will see you in our next video.
I just can't resist you.